The bulls respond after a week of selling. Can the bears answer back? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in last week's video, we talked about the fact that we should be seeing a C wave up toward the 4780 to 4800 area to complete a B wave, and that's exactly what we saw as the market pushed higher up towards 4800 on Monday. Now, the question is, can the bears hold resistance? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, a quick housekeeping note. You may have noticed there was no video yesterday for Monday morning. I'm no longer going to be doing Sunday night videos. They take too much time away from my family on Sundays, and I only get Saturday and Sunday off, so I won't be doing Sunday videos. We will just have them Tuesday through Friday. Now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart for the S&P 500. As we talked about last week, we got the move down that while it could be 5 waves, we put that in our back pocket and we'll wait and see what happens in a bigger picture sense on that. More likely it is an A wave down, and we were looking for this B wave bounce up in an ABC format toward the 4788, 4800 area here. 4808 being kind of a place that the bulls really, or bears rather, really want to hold. So the bulls did their job. They gave us a C wave up. Now the question is, can the bears stop them here at around 4808, 4810? There's a gap close on the SPX there. And so what we need to see here is the bears hold under this high, but ideally in this 4808, 4815 area right here in this consolidation point on both sides. You had consolidation here and consolidation here. So you'd like to see them hold in that 4810, 4815 area and start to push down in wave C of bigger wave A. So this A and B that you see on the screen right now is part of an ABC, and where it targets right now is about the 4650 or so area with the A and B. And so what that would likely look like is that this here move is A, B, and then you get C down for wave A, then you get a bigger B wave, and then you get all of C down here toward the 4550 area, 4500 area to complete the bigger move in a wave B. If you remember back when we bounced off of the lows in October, I said if we were going to complete to the all-time highs, it would likely be an ABC format, and that should be what we see moving forward, and that would be the primary path as of this moment. Now, the bulls were strong today, but they did come up into the resistance area, and they still need to push through that before we can shift our thinking back to the bulls are going to try to take this directly higher to the new all-time highs from the low last week. So over 4815, we have to start paying attention to the breakout. And if that's the case, to the upside, what we'd be looking for is continuation here, and then a wave 2, and then we're trying to get a 5th wave up. So it's going to be a 5-wave move like this, and that would take us up toward the 4900 area overall, 4950 or so on the ES, 4900 on the SPX. And this move here, so you'd look for a completion of wave 1 up to around these highs. Then you'd look for a pullback into a 3, up, 4, and 5. And essentially, that's going to come if we break over 4815. This is what we'd look for, is a challenge of this high and then a hold of support. So we're still kind of figuring out this topping region here, if they're going to push for one more high directly, or if they're going to give us the bigger pullback in wave C toward the 4500 area. Again, over 4815, and this path higher starts to look like the more likely path. But as of right now, the bears are still holding under support, and as long as they do that and can push down and break last week's low, we should be looking around 4500. Over on the NASDAQ, we're tracking a slightly different count where we're in a bigger ABC for a wave 4, okay, instead of a wave B like we are on the ES. So on the NASDAQ, we have got our A in place, and it looks like they're retracing in B nicely here. So as they move down, we're looking at the path to B, A, and then you got your A, B, C for B up here. They're coming right into the 16,747 to 16,845 area. If they take it back over 17,000 on the NASDAQ, that would be the level where we say, okay, they're going to move directly higher here, and all of wave 4 is already in. So looking for wave 4 to complete, but I think we still need a C leg down, which would take us more into the 16,135 area, which is the 382, and a more natural location for that. Between that and 15,815 is a very common landing spot for this wave 4, so we would expect them to be able to hold support under that 17,000 area and push down into the 16.1 to 15.8 levels on the NASDAQ, which takes us back to this consolidation zone where they can test that, give us a low, and then give us one more high toward the 18,000 plus area to complete the all-time high moves on the NASDAQ as well. So both markets still looking for all-time highs. I do believe that will play out. The question is, are they going to make the more direct play higher where they start to take that move now, or are they going to do the bigger pullback where they still have one more leg down before we see them find support and push higher from there? Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you right over to our webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. We're also getting ready to release our advanced Elliott Wave course, but this beginner's course is helping real traders make real money and understand the market in a way that makes sense. It doesn't make sense when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. With Elliott Wave, you know the key levels and numbers and what should happen when we get there and what happens if we fail at those levels. This gives you a big leg up on the competition and the rest of the market who don't have these numbers and are wondering why the news cycles don't work. Elliott called that out a long time ago, and it is proven to be true over and over again. In this course, it is 25 videos where I go over 3 different parts. Your introduction, where we go over the expectations, your mindset and emotion, the KISS method, and why Elliott Wave works. The chart setup and tools, where I go through every tool you need to use with Elliott Wave and how to use it, as well as Elliott Wave for Beginners, the online course where we go through each wave, how they work, what they look like, how to measure them, how they fail, what their targets are, everything you need to know, including your theory of alternation, corrective depth theory, everything in there so you can understand the market in a way that makes sense. The cool part is, guys, if you don't want to pay this $67 or you don't want to pay for the advanced course coming out soon or any other course we're getting ready to release, you can join our monthly rooms and you get all of our training material for free. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where we go over exactly where we are in the counts as well as what to expect, and all of the training material that we release. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we day and swing trade, which means our trades can happen quite often. And if you're looking for individual stocks, futures trading, advanced training, as well as income trading, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading, his income trading methodology, as well as his advanced training like PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures his trades that's so unique. It's something you really have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, guys, key takeaways for today on the ES. We're looking at that 48.10 to 48.15 level. Assuming the bears can hold that and start to push down, we would look for them to try to continue down toward the 4,500 in that bigger B wave. But if they can push over 45.15, then it becomes much more likely we challenge this high in a wave 1, then look for a pullback and then a 345 up to 4,900 plus for a more direct move toward the all-time highs. Over on the NASDAQ, the ABC is tracing out as you would expect, coming into that 50 to 618 retrace zone. The 16,747, basically to 17,000 level is where they need to hold. If they can push down from there, we would expect them to come down and test 16,135 to 15,800. However, back over 17,000, and it's a strong indication that the NASDAQ has put in the wave 4 and is already going to move higher toward that 18,000 level for all-time highs. Guys, that is your market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.